Nintendo is about to break the internet, but it's not for the reasons that you think. Forget Mario and Zelda for just a second, because the latest reports from Kotaku and industry insiders like Nate the Hate suggest that the upcoming February Nintendo Direct is going to change the identity of the Switch 2 forever. We're talking massive AAA ports that once thought were like the Switch 1, impossible. My favorite topic, impossible ports. This is a potential Microsoft Xbox partnership that brings a legend to the platform and a release window that is closer than you realize. If you've been waiting for a reason to finally upgrade from your Steam Deck or a Switch 1, this is it. Today we're breaking down everything leaked and everything we know for the February 2026 Partner Showcase Nintendo Direct. First, let's talk dates. Tradition is king at Nintendo. Historically, February is when they lay out the roadmap for the first half of the year. VGC and Game Explain are both aligning on a window of February 3rd through the 5th. Now, there is a catch. This is being reported as a partner showcase, not a true direct. But usually that makes people a little nervous and they think, oh man, here come the indie games and shovelware. But in 2026, this probably is different. With the Switch 2 power specs finally out there in the wild, partner now means third-party giants. We aren't looking for a new Mario here. We're looking for the games that used to be too big for Nintendo to handle. And this is the list. Honestly, this list that we've got probably coming towards us is kind of insane. Let's get into the meat of it. We have been waiting on a firm date for two of the biggest titles in gaming. One, Elden Ring, and two, Borderlands 4 for the Switch 2. Rumors suggest that Borderlands 4 is aiming for a late February launch, which would make it cornerstone for this direct. But the smoke around Monster Hunter Wilds is what has me personally hyped. Why? Because Capcom has a legendary relationship with Nintendo. And seeing Wilds running natively on a handheld would be the ultimate stress test for this new hardware. Add that to the whispers of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and that it's coming sooner than expected alongside of Final Fantasy 16 and Metaphor ReFantazio. Even if half of these show up, the Switch 2 effectively becomes a portable PlayStation 5 overnight. But there is one company that might steal the whole show. And it's not one that you'd expect. This is the part of the report that really caught my eye. Where is the Microsoft support? Well, we know the Call of Duty deal is active. And rumors are swirling that a version of Call of Duty is going to hit the Switch 2 this spring. But let's talk about the chief in the room. There is still no confirmation on Halo Combat Evolved as a remake port. We do know that Microsoft is moving towards a game on every screen philosophy. Everything is an Xbox, right? And we're seeing Avowed hit the PS5 next month. So, is it time for Master Chief to land on Nintendo? If it's not Halo, we're looking at the lower hanging fruit, in quotes. Expect at the minimum to see something like Sea of Thieves, Diablo 4, or even Starfield. That's the game that got me to subscribe to Game Pass. There are rumors of a Starfield 2.0 update, and what better way to relaunch a universe than putting it in the hands of about 100 million Nintendo fans. This partnership is the X factor for this February Direct. It's not just ports, though. We're looking for new. And speaking of new, From Software, the geniuses behind Dark Souls, are reportedly working on the multiplayer action title called Duskbloods. We've seen plenty of previews, and we know that it's slated for 2026. And this Direct would be the perfect stage for some kind of gameplay reveal. In this new era where the lines between consoles are blurring with PC hybrids and handheld hybrids, Nintendo is positioning the Switch 2 as this universal machine. You get the Nintendo exclusives first party later this year, but you're also getting the entire AAA library from other consoles right now. And that is a dangerous combination for Sony and Xbox. So, what are you betting on? Is Halo actually happening? Or are we setting ourselves up for some kind of heartbreak? I'll be keeping you up to date on what happens on the Direct as soon as it drops. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications for StarflagMedia Gaming so you don't miss the breakdown. We are so close to the finish line for monetization on the channel, and your support on these deep dives is what's getting us there. Please drop a comment below. Which game is your instant buy if it's announced for Switch 2? Me, personally, I'm leaning towards Elden Ring. That game, on the go, running smoothly on something other than a Steam Deck? Man, I don't know. That sounds great. But I do want to hear from you. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching StarflagMedia Gaming. Drop a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.